But if you think it's a dress, you are not correct. It's pants and a top that are connected, and sometimes we call that a romper, and we romp around. We romp. Oh no! How embarrassing. What an embarrassing time for you to raid me, Alana, but thank you. I was just showing everybody my romper because we're having a garden party and there's legs and you can't really see them when I'm sitting down, and I wanted everyone to know. I'm so sorry. Y'all have to go follow Alana B. Dootin because she do be Dootin. She plays the horn. I don't want to get it wrong which horn you play, so you're going to tell us, but I think it's a French horn, but sometimes, you know, I don't want to get it wrong. I would really hate to get the horn wrong. Yeah, it is a French horn. Okay. Very good. Everybody go follow Alana, like incredible musician. I lurk around in Alana's stream a lot. But it's usually when I'm listening and not watching, so I was like, that sounds like a French horn. Well, it's okay. It's not a dress, Ace. It's a romper. Every time someone says nice dress, I'm gonna have to be like, please. Okay, hi. If you just got here, so did I, so it's fine. We're all just hanging. This is my sweet dog, Luann. She's sleeping on top of her bag of treats. Let's bring her over. And I'm Colleen. Hi. I am a Canadian singer-songwriter, composer, and I also make a lot of loops here on the stream. And today we're having a garden party. Because tomorrow I am playing live at a garden party. And I was like, if we do a garden party today, then I can just put together my set list and confirm that we all think these are appropriate garden party songs. Because I feel like that means something different to everybody. So we might as well, see if we're on the same page about that. So feel free to request whatever you want. Here's my entire song list. But I will totally try to pick from there. You can suggest anything you want for free. If you want to request a specific song and you really want it to be played, then you can get a priority request. And if you want to know how to do that, we're going to give you the instructions in the chat. But from the suggestions, I'll just pick the ones that seem the most garden party-ish. So there you go. Yeah, what is the French word for romper? We need to know. Okay, I'm just catching up on what everyone is saying. So if you said something and you want me to see it, say it again now. But hi, Alana, how was your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. Everyone, make sure you go follow Alana B. Dootin. Okay, I'll put those treats there for her. She's pretending to sleep, even though I know she's not asleep, because 2 minutes ago she was awake. Ooh, the Way by Fastball. That does feel like a good garden party song. I agree. Barboteuse. Et ceci, le, la. C'est surtout pour les bébés. Well, I'm just like a big baby, so it's okay. La. Ça, c'est ma barboteuse. Merci beaucoup, tout le monde. Hi, Mr. Persolot. Oui, je suis une grande bébé. Alors, ça, c'est pourquoi je porte cette barboteuse. Also, I just thought it would be like a cute little garden party outfit. So there you go. Okay, we are going to get started with some songs. How's everybody doing? How was Alana's stream? Was it super fun? Let me see what's in the queue. Okay, we'll definitely do Champs-Élysées for Balfrag. Let's not start with it. Let's start with something like something a little easier. Let me look at the suggestions. I think the Way by Fastball does seem like a pretty nice one. Let's do that. See if I have it here or if I have to look it up. I gotta look it up. Okay. Where were they going? Without ever knowing the way. This song has the coolest chords in it. I just think it's so like, and the melody is so interesting. At the time when this song came out, I feel like it was more unique than other songs. Let's try to make it like cocktail hour, like garden party-esque. We'll try to do that with everything. Le Streamdeck tastes spicy. All right, why was this so spicy? Hey, Scotty Z, how are you? Here we go, and we'll talk a little more after this. Thank you for the raid, Scotty. They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up the wine and they got to talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without even knowing the way? But anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. They never get hungry, never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, happier there today. I don't know why I do this one so high. Let me put it down 2 semitones and see what happens, because I feel like it doesn't need to be that high. Let's do the B minor. Second verse, same as the first, but 2 semitones lower. Here we go. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? And anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. And it's always summer, they'll never get cold. They never get hungry, never get old and gray. And you can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Today. But anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wandered the highway, they're happier there today. All right, that one's such a nice song. Yes, if you have not entered the giveaway yet, we do a giveaway at the beginning of every stream. Let me show you. If you type !ticket into the chat, you'll be entered. You can win a free priority request, which means I'll definitely sing whatever song you choose off the list. Okay. What are you all talking about? Making music jokes over there? Hello, ladders. All right, you're welcome, Gilded. Thank you for that request. Great suggestion, everyone. Boom, boom. Mappa Kid, thank you for the resub. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Mm-hmm. Ooh. No, 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 no. I don't know the words to that song. Transformer. Hello. That was great. Thank you. Welcome on in. If y'all are hanging out and you haven't had a chance to click the follow button yet, it's right down there. Then you can come back anytime you like because you'll be notified, hopefully, that I'm live. Or if you don't like notifications, you can just go online and see that I'm there. But if not, you might lose me forever and never find me again. So we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, we are going to do Les Champs-Élysées. Si on a des francophones ici, vous pouvez me parler en français. I love to practice my French, so if you speak French, you can practice it with me, or you can help me practice. Also, we're gonna pull a winner for this giveaway in 20 seconds. So, hurry up! Cheese snacker, beautiful. You make it sound and look effortless. I guess that's called talent. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I can assure you it's not effortless, but I'm glad that I make it look that way. There is, in fact, a lot of effort. So don't anyone feel like I somehow just woke up being able to do this. Dad Barker is counting down for us. You know what, Persolette? The fact that you just tried to make a joke is what counts, I think. Sometimes I make up jokes and they're just like absolutely terrible, but I have to tell them to somebody. Those people, I feel bad for them. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to get ready to pull a winner for this draw. Exclamation mark ticket, it's your last chance. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. One of the mods already got to it before me. So it's going to be... Bum-ba-da-da. I assume the mod is also going to push the button that pulls the winner. Rigged! This is so rigged! Balfrag won last time! Rigged! I say we boycott the giveaway. No, I'm just kidding. Love the giveaway. Oh, let's pull another winner. I will definitely play a song for Balfrag, and let's just pull another one because I'm feeling like it today, okay? So, let's pull a second winner, and we'll do two prios. Balfrag, tu veux toujours les Champs-Élysées? Ça marche pour toi? Tu peux aussi choisir une autre chanson française. Si tu veux, et je vais chanter cette chanson plus tard. My bucket double rigged. Double rigged. The thing is absolutely rigged. No, I will say, if anyone's new here, both of these people show up every stream and are so supportive and always enter the giveaway at the beginning. So this is what you get for being loyal and on time. More on time than me. Hey, Mike, still good to see you. OK, si on a des francophones ici, dis bonjour. Je veux voir combien de personnes qui parlent français qu'on a ici maintenant. Pull one more. Graham, are you hoping you get lucky this time? Oh, wait. Before we go, I need to put that chart for the way into OnSong. Oh, I think I was reading off a different chart than I normally do, and that's why it was so high. I think normally... Oh, no. Made up the mind, they started packing. Because I could probably do that even lower. What was that? Oh, Odyssey! Oh, by the way, I totally missed the tips that came in before I got here. Sorry. So we've got Odyssey with the $5. This says rigged AF. But now you don't have to worry about it. You can just make your own requests. And then we got Jeep Dude with $5 tip. Thank you so much. J Crew represent. Yes. And we also have J Eclipse, who tipped $5 to thank Balfrag with all the translation last stream when we added all the French songs. That's so nice. Thank you. And that's why we will probably do 2 songs for Balfrag today. We've also got Markison Square Garden Party. Thank you for the tip. Good old Mark Ticket. Always dressing up like other Marks. Okay. Peut-être je l'aime à mourir. Oui, parfait. On va ajouter ça. Jay, can we add je l'aime à mourir for Balfrag? This is what Favesy's privilege looks like. Hi, buddy. Did you get those treats? Did you get them? Okay, let me put this giveaway away. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to send that song to On Song. I had to do this. I've now, okay, I knew it was going to be a big undertaking putting my entire song list into this new app, like all the chords and lyrics in my keys and my tempos and everything into this new app. I've already spent about probably like 20 hours on it, maybe more. And I've got half the songs done. So the other thing I'm doing is like now anytime we do a song and it's not in the new app, I'm putting it in there. So there you go. That's what I'm doing right now. Because if I do it as we go, it won't be so painful, I think, for me. So that's what we're trying. Thank you for your patience. I'll show you exactly how long it takes me. And there we go. And it's in there. Okay. There we go. 118. Perfect. Thank you. And then I can put the tempo in there too. Oh my goodness gracious. This is pretty cool. Okay. If anyone wants to know what the app's called, I'm using an app called OnSong for my chords and lyrics. And for sheet music, I use an app called Fourscore. So there you go. Okay. Je suis Rick Springfield? What? No. He's got a song called Je suis, or the song is called Je suis Rick Springfield. I do know that Rick Springfield has a song called Don't Talk to Strangers, in which the entire bridge is in French, and the words are ridiculous. Because he doesn't want his girlfriend to talk to any other men when she's on a trip in Europe. He's like, don't talk to any strangers. And then the chorus is like, fais l'amour avec moi. I told you not to talk to him. And it's like, dang. Dang, Rick. Why are you so possessive? She could talk to other guys. It's a song by Jonathan Colton. Okay, well, I'm sure if it's a Jonathan Colton song, it probably is hilarious. I'll have to listen to that. Okay, so this song's called Les Champs-Élysées. If you think you don't know any French songs, you might know this one. You might. And we came up with some harmonies for it the other day, so I'm going to try to do them. And I already know it's 102 because I put the tempo in here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let me make sure that the loop pedal's going to work. One sec. No. So I got to do the unplug replug game for a second. So my voice is going to come in and out because I have to unplug and replug this thing a few times. And every time I plug it back in, the sound cuts out. Mr. Matt, thank you for resubbing. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. No, we got to do it again. Okay? This is what life's like. Ooh, well. Okay, let's wait and see. Do the chord hokey pokey and you turn it all about. The hokey pokey, not the hooky pooky. Bonkers. What's the hooky pooky? Don't tell me there's some regional difference between what we call the hokey pokey. I can't handle it. We're just too different, and I keep learning about all the ways. If you don't know, I'm a Canadian, but I'm living in the States right now, and we just learn new things every day that I'm like, what? You guys call it hokey pokey? Please tell me that's not different. I can't handle it if we don't all know the same hokey pokey. Why won't this work? Dang it. Oh, that's so annoying. This is now 4 times I've unplugged it. Usually it only takes like 2 to 3. Very exciting though, I know. Maybe I might have to get this thing fixed or get a new one. Maybe it's like, maybe it has to do with, hold on. Sometimes it has to do with my program forgetting that it's supposed to like this thing and do something with it. It did that the other day to my, yeah, you know what? That might be it. That's what it's all about. It did that the other day to one of my other machines. Real rude. Like, for no reason, Ableton will just forget that it knows what this is, you know? You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Well, while we're here, what one song do you all think is like a garden party classic? I'm thinking like cocktail hour, you know? Happy hour, classy kind of outdoor garden party. Oh, what is happening? Why? I'm gonna do it one more time. The Age of Aquarius? Island in the Sun. Island in the Sun. I should absolutely do that one. I usually loop it, so we'll find out what it's like. Oh, you know what? While I'm doing this, I should be using my backup microphone. I don't know why I'm putting you all through this, because this is like one of the reasons why I got the backup microphone. While I'm doing this. I just don't know if I should just give up, because this does not feel like the day. This just feels like real sad. I'm pretty sad right now about this. To be fair, I've had this for like 2 years and I use it 3 times a week for about 6 hours. So I guess I've gotten lots of use out of it. Okay, I'm going to switch to the backup mic. I know it's not going to be the same quality. But is it still okay? Is this all right? I'm going to try like 2 more times unplugging. The unplug replug game. Everybody's favorite game. But now I'm using a microphone that's like all the way over there on my desk, so it's not going to sound as good. Level went way down? Oh, I thought we fixed that last time. Okay, maybe it doesn't remember its own volume every time it gets turned off. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, you're right. It is a lot further down. This is, I think, where we had it last time. Here, I'll even turn it up one more. Okay, that's the volume we had it at last time. Man, you know, people who make computer things, can I please beg of you to like, oh, it worked! Oh my god, I had to unplug it 8 times, but it finally worked. Okay, people who make computer things, how much money do I have to pay you to just make things that please, please, please turn back on to the same settings that you turned them off to? I don't care what you have to do to it. I don't care if it costs me more, but I can't be resetting the settings every time. Rant over. Okay, let me switch back to the other microphone. There we go. And I got the looper working. Everything's great. Okay, here we go. Seems like a reasonable rant. Some of my stuff remembers its settings, and some of it remembers its settings like 95% of the time, but then 5% of the time, forgets everything. Everything. Anyway, here we go. le cœur ouvert à l'inconnu. J'avais envie de dire bonjour à n'importe qui, et ce fut toi. Je t'ai dit n'importe quoi. Il suffisait de te parler pour t'apprivoiser. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Tout m'a dit, j'ai rendez-vous dans un sous-sol avec des fous qui vivent la guitare à la main de soir au matin. Alors je t'ai accompagné, on a chanté, on a dansé, et l'on n'a même pas pensé à s'embrasser. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Hier soir, deux inconnus, et ce matin, sur l'avenue, deux amoureux tout étourdis pour la longue nuit. Et de l'étoile à la concorde, un équestre a mis la corde. Tous les oiseaux de point de jour chantent à l'amour. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Okay, I have to do a few things on my little sheet here because the tempo that I set for the scroll was too slow. You have to set two tempos on this app, like one if you need to know. There's just two ways to do it. One, so you know what tempo it is, and then one so that the sheet knows like how fast to scroll. So it wasn't scrolling fast enough, and I kept having to be like, bop, 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 bop. But I can't forget to do those things because normally I would just leave it and be like, oh, well, I can't stop and do that right now, but I have to because we can't have it happen every time. So let's see if I put something like this. We'll see how that goes next time. And we'll just keep perfecting from there until I have the most perfect chord sheets in the world. And I like to throw in, because there's that little like in between instrumental part that's like. And it's only in here once, but I like to do it twice. So I have to also copy it for myself because otherwise that part goes by and I can't get back to it again because of said scrolling. The aforementioned scrolling, you know? Aforementioned? I believe we did have a discussion about that once. Anyways, that's a new song that we just added to the list the other day. Croissant, that's all I got. Press F1. I mean, honestly, if you had to know only one word and you were going to France, that'd be a pretty good one because then you could ask for some croissant. You just go and be like, croissant, s'il vous plaît. You just have to know how to say, s'il vous plaît. Merci. What a nice French bop, right? It's a bop. That's a bop. Gotta go to bed since family's here. Good night, everyone. Good night, Gilded. Someday by Sugar Ray would be good for the garden party. Okay, good to know. Strawberry Swing Coldplay. I don't know that one. They have a song called Strawberry Swing. You know, my Coldplay knowledge, you know when Viva La Vida came out? I know that song and maybe like, I don't know, what are the other hits from that record? I'm gonna go look. But I did not listen to that whole record, and I will not apologize. Although it's a fine record. I do not know anything else from it. So, I mean, I'm going to see what's on it. I just never listened to the whole album. But like Parachutes, man, I know that album inside and out. Oh, Strawberry Swing looks like it's from that album. I don't know it. Yeah, it turns out Viva La Vida is the only one from that album that I know. I'm sorry. Tisk tisk. Oof. I'm sorry. I don't know. They changed their sound up a bit. And I don't mind it, but I wasn't like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. I can't like blame them. I can't blame any band for changing up their sound, but doesn't mean I have to listen to all the albums. DJ Artemis, hello. It's in a grave with Sarah Smile. Yeah, sorry. Lukewarm play. Oh, so funny. Okay, let's see what we're going to play next. Ma Bucket wants the Bones by Maren Morris. You know, Ma Bucket, do you know any other Maren Morris songs? I was listening to my like pump up playlist earlier today, and I realized that I don't think I've ever done 80s Mercedes on the stream. Maybe once, but that's such a great song by Maren Morris. Or do you just know that one because I sing it here? I only know Parachutes and Rush of Blood. Yeah. Yeah, see. Forget the name. You know the ones like, feel like a hard to get starlit when I'm driving, turning every head, hell, I ain't even trying. Got my Ray-Bans on, pretty in pink, call me old school, but hey, I'm a 90s baby in my 80s Mercedes. I didn't realize there was another song with Ray-Bans, so whoop. Got my Ray-Ban shades, pretty in pink, call me old school, but hey, I'm a 90s baby in my 80s Mercedes. I'm a 90s baby. Hey, we don't need to talk about anybody's viewer counts. I hope you all realize that, like, everybody's viewer counts on Twitch, we're all, like, kind of hurting these days. Twitch is just, like, down overall. So if you see that people's viewer counts are, like, anything different than what they normally are, I would encourage you to lurk in those people's streams, because we all need lurkers more than ever now. And chatters. But like, even if you can't be on Twitch, like even if you're just doing something else, just go lurk in someone's stream, because it's super helpful and also makes us feel better. To be completely honest with you. Okay, Luann, here, you gotta have this. What's that? I need a treat for you. I gotta watch her eat this one because it's got her pill in it. Good girl. Sometimes she notices her pill is in there and then she'll spit it out. I'm like, no, can't do that. We'll do Bones. I think Bones could be a good one for, I wonder what her most famous song is. Because now that I'm like, you know, thinking about playing a live gig, I'm like, okay, gotta make sure I play like songs that the most people know, you know? It puts a little more pressure on me to play songs that people are going to know. Especially because I feel like they want me to play these French songs, but I don't know that, like, a lot of people will know the French ones. So then it's like, well, all the other ones I play, then will also definitely have to be ones that people know. Oh, the middle is definitely her most. I've never played the middle on this stream either. Mop Bucket, what if we try to do like a garden party version of the middle that's not like the electronic song that it is? Yeah. Why don't we try it? Let's try it. It's a great song. I love that one. Haven't heard it in a while. I hope I'll be able to do the bridge. But I don't know if it's possible to do this one without belting. We're going to find out because it goes pretty high. But if I can lower it, that's fine. But then if it goes too low, that'll be a problem. So we'll find out. Is Twitch losing viewership to Kick over not paying streamers as much? I don't think it's that. No, I don't think Kick viewership is super high. No, I think it's just overall going back to like pre-pandemic numbers a little bit. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? See, that's gonna be high. I don't know if this is going to be good for... This will probably be a good song sometime, but I don't know if it's going to be a good one for this garden party vibe. So we're going to find out right now. Yeah, but it's not just summer. It's been since January. I've noticed it since, like, January of this year. Take a seat. Right over there, sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive, I know we meant all good intentions. Pull me closer, why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? Losing my mind just a little. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. I think we can go up one semitone from here. Just meet me in the middle. I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Take a step back for a minute into the kitchen. Floors are wet. Taps are still running, dishes are broken. How did we get into this mess? Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go, baby. Why don't you just meet me? Losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Looking at you, I can't I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Oh, you like that? This sounds great. Oh, thank you. Okay, I like that one. If you like that one, you know what we're going to do with this song? If you like it, we're going to add that one to the secret menu. The secret menu. Because, did you see how rangy it was? It goes so low and so high. And also, I do think it sounds best if I do that like sort of mixed voice, and it would probably sound good belted as well. It's really it's not meant to be sung in like a head voice, which is where I was trying to keep it. And then I was like, nah, we're just going to go all out. Well, that wasn't all out, but that was like 75% out, you know? So probably not good for my little garden party tomorrow, but good for the secret menu. And we can do a whole loop because it's super repetitive chords wise. So that will be fun. Secret menu loop. Exactly. So mods, can you add that to the secret menu? And we'll see. Thanks, Bonkers. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Artemis. I didn't know that song, but it was lovely. Ooh, if you don't know that song, y'all should go find it. It's, so Zed is the producer. And I remember I watched this video about how they made that song. This girl, I think she's Australian. This girl wrote the song. And was trying to find an audience for it. And then she ended up finding Zed. She ended up finding these other producers who added some stuff to it. And then they all found Zed and he added more stuff to it. And then they were looking for... So that, first of all, that just shows you like how many writers there are on a hit song. Like there's so many writers on that song now because it was like her. She wrote the whole song. But then because she worked with these producers now, they're technically writers on the song too. Which is not always the case, but it is when you have to play that game a little bit. Kid776, by the way, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. But anyway, so then they were looking for the right person to sing the song. And they looked and looked and looked. And they wanted like a pop singer. And they tried... I'm trying to remember who they got to sing it. Like they tried a few people. Like I feel like this might not be right. But like, you know, people like Selena Gomez and people like that. They were like, let's try and find... And they just like couldn't find the right sound that they wanted. And then they went, so Maren Morris is a country singer and they got her to try it and loved it. So the song's not country at all, but they went and, you know, dipped into the country world and got her. And I love that. Anyway. Yeah, proper choice for sure. Stay by Zed. Oh yeah. Who does the vocals on that one? Is that the Haley Williams one? No. Is that the one that goes, I'm gonna stay the night, I'm gonna stay? Mm-hmm. That one. That's a terrible version. Why can't I sing it? Was it Haley Williams? Okay, well maybe we'll try that one sometime. Oh, it was Alessia Cara. I don't know who it was. Now you're all gonna have to just fight. Okay? Fight. Okay, that was fun. That was our Maren Morris selection for Mop Bucket. I do love doing the song The Bones as well, but we'll save that for another time. Hey, it's Kimmery! Oh my gosh, how lucky are we? Kimmery, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Knall28666. Hello, I'm sorry if I'm just massacred your username. Welcome in, Kimmery's Parliament of Night Owls. I love it. We're night owls over here too, by the by. So there we go. Hi everyone. Yes, if you're not already following Kimmery, make sure you go follow her. Incredible musician. Man, we are getting some really lovely people in here today. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm Colleen. Hi. This is my sweet little dog, Luann. We're having a bit of a garden party today because I have a gig tomorrow where I'm playing at a garden party. So, if you want to make some suggestions, I'd love to see what songs from my list you think would be good for a garden party. And if you want to make a priority request, which I will definitely play, then you could just cheer with 500 bits or $5 to my tip link to help us move closer to this secret menu being unlocked will get you a request. Okay, here we are. Hi, everyone. What's our next garden party song? Anyways, I hope you had such a great stream, Kemery. I don't know if you're here, but thank you so much for the raid. Always appreciate seeing you and or your community. You're also lovely. Don't want to miss a thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if I can do it like very garden party-ish. I might have to, by the end of this, just like belt a little bit. Maybe. Because I'll just be feeling it. But I know that when I'm at this garden party, I won't try to steal all the attention. I think I do know how to not steal all the attention. We'll see. How's everyone doing? Okay, where is everybody? Well, I'll ask this question in 39 seconds when some people are off of this ad that they're on right now. Aussi, je parle français. S'il y a des francophones ici, on peut parler en français. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you're sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. As every moment spent with you is a moment I'll treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes, don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream of you, the sweetest dreams would never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Hey, Kemery, stay cool. You gotta stay cool. Thank you for the raid. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. And then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes, don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream of you, sweetest dreams would never do. I'd still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Okay, if you have what? Mr. Mad, thank you for the 1333. Ooh, look at that number. I like it. Of course, feel free to pick a song. Thank you so much. If you have an emo that is like a lighter or fire or somebody swaying, you put that in the chat right now, please. 'Cause I don't wanna miss one smile, I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you right here still miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I'd still miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Yeah, you all made it so cozy in here. Yes, Aerosmith. That is what that was. Markvs, thank you for the follow. And man, these names are hard. Yaquimi Eni Anyo. Yakmi Eni Ano. Hello. Welcome in. And kill the hate. I can read those words. Thank you. Welcome in. Hi. But by the way, you can always tell me if there's like a nickname I should call you that is suggested by the letters in your name, because if it's some totally other name, I won't remember. But there are way more letters in Twitch chat than in real life now. That's true. That is so true. Call me Jennifer. Oh, all right. How about J-Lo? Can I call you J-Lo? Mr. Matt, thank you so much for that tip. When did you choose? Open Arms. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. After I sing that one, mods, let's decide whether that one should go on the secret menu, because it feels like it's probably a secret menu song. You can just call me Twitch user. Did you see the confusing answer to the stay question? No, I didn't. Do you want to reiterate? Okay, that one is, I have to put that one into on song now. So here we go again. Here we go again on our own. And then up next, on a une chanson en français encore. Je l'aime à mourir par Francis Cabrel. Okay. Do you know that I say the word okay different in French than I do in English? It's always so funny. Things like that. In French, it's like, okay. Okay. Also, like, things like my hometown, I'll say different in French and English. Is it I don't want to miss a thing or don't want to miss a thing? Technically. And is it wanna? I need to put this in my thing properly. No, I don't want to miss a thing. Okay. Calgary. Oui, c'est ça. En anglais, you have to say Calgary. It's 2 syllables. If anybody tries to say Calgary to you in English, you definitely know they're not from there. It's Calgary. 2 syllables. Great. Oh, it's hard to find, like, on the iPad, it's hard to do an apostrophe. I don't want to miss. But in French, we say Calgary. So it's definitely 3 syllables. Okay, almost done. Almost ready. Aerosmith. Did we have a BPM for that, Jay? You might have already told me. No BPM. Okay, great. Do we want to add to secret menu? Sure. Well, sure. Let's do that for a while. And then Open Arms is the one I want you to definitely ask me about. Okay. Stay equals Z plus Alessia Cara. Stay the Night was Zed and Haley Williams. Oh, so I was singing Stay the Night. Are you gonna stay the night? Mel, hello. Hello from Vancouver Island. Oh, I can't wait to get back there. Mel, this is just the most beautiful time on the island, is it not? Are you having a great time? Okay, great. Got that done. So then what's stay? Is that the all you got to do is stay a minute, don't know my time, my heart's not in it, but all you gotta do is stay. Is that it? Okay. Wow, that's confusing. I don't know either of those songs super well, so then trying to remember both of them separately when I haven't heard either of them in like years was a little bit difficult, but I did it. Thank you very much. Thank you very mucho. All you gotta do is... Oh, yeah, I was going to ask before, now that we're talking about, like, places. Where is everybody from? Où est-ce que vous habitez? Don't have to tell me exactly where, but I'm just curious where everyone's watching from. Always want to know. Are you gonna stay the night? Okay, we've got it. That one in here. Where do I come from? Okay, good question. So I grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And then I moved all over. I moved to Quebec City, lived there for a year. I moved to Toronto, lived there for a long time. Then I moved to Vancouver during the pandemic. And then I came down to... I've spent some time on Vancouver Island because that's where my family is now. And then I went to Los Angeles. And then right now I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. So I've been all over. Pritchard. Hello. Welcome in. Man, people like garden parties, I guess. Hi. Germany. All right. Seattle. Well, welcome, Raiders. We're just talking about where we live. So feel free to tell me where you live. Pritchard and friends. How was your stream? I hope it was great. What else we got? You went to Vancouver last weekend, Mop Bucket? Pinselbergen. Ooh, Pinselbergen. Calgary Glen Ross. Yes. Quebec. I know you're not from Quebec. I see you were just saying things in your French accent. First stream? Was this Pritchard's first stream? I'm from California. Today was my very first stream. Yeah. Well, thanks for raiding me with your first raid. And way to crush it. Everybody, let's go follow Pritchard. What were you doing today? Tell us more. We want to show you all the love for your first stream. I'm going to your little bio right now. Let's see what it says. I play horns and more for Fayuka, I don't know how to pronounce that, Littlest Man Band, and soon Twitch. Now Twitch, you did it. Stream debuts July 13th. I'm stoked for you. What kind of horns? We were just talking about horns because we got rated by Alana B. Dutton, and she plays French horn. Arizona. Nice. I've been to Arizona several times. And I've spent lots of time in California. I love it there. Virginia. I've never been to Virginia. Any of the Virginias? I play covers on horns like trumpet, sax, flute, etc. Amazing! I played flute, saxophone, and oboe in my junior high band. Well, I should say bands because I was in like all the bands. Like every band you could be in junior high, I was in them all. In the jazz band, in the wind ensemble, in the concert band. Well, everybody, please go give Pritchard am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Please go give them a warm welcome, a follow. Let's see if we can get that follower count up. and welcome a new member to the community of Twitch music. Wait, I need to get some confetti for you. Come on, confetti. Oh, the confetti was sleeping, but I was ready. Marching band? No, we didn't have a marching band at my school. Thank goodness. The school I was going to go to when I was going to do French in high school had a marching band, but I did not end up going there. I went to the school that had the musical theater program. Okay, well, there you go. Thanks so much for coming on over here. That's very sweet. And I hope you have a great time streaming on Twitch. We're having a little garden party today because tomorrow I'm playing a gig that's like garden party themed, and it's also Bastille Day celebration. So I'm doing some French songs and just like nice music. So I'm going to sing this song in French, Je l'aime à mourir by Francis Cabrel. I'll try to say all the words without tripping over my words, but I can't promise anything. Hey, tu sais un peu de français aussi, parfait. Moi, je n'étais rien, mais voilà d'aujourd'hui. Non. Mais je n'étais rien, mais voilà qu'aujourd'hui, je suis le gardien du sommet de ces nuits. Je l'aime à mourir. Vous pouvez détruire tout ce qui vous plaira. Elle n'a qu'à ouvrir l'espace de ses bras pour tout reconstruire, pour tout reconstruire. Je l'aime à mourir. Elle a gommé les chiffres des orages du quartier. Elle a fait de ma vie des cocottes en papier, des éclats de rire. Elle a bâti des ponts entre nous et le ciel. Et les traversant à chaque fois qu'elle ne veut pas dormir, ne veut pas dormir. Je l'aime à mourir. Elle a dû faire toutes les guerres pour être si forte d'aujourd'hui. Elle a dû faire toutes les guerres de la vie et la mort aussi. Elle vit de son mieux, son rêve d'Opeline. Elle dans son milieu des forêts qu'elle dessine. Je l'aime à mourir. Elle porte des rubans qu'elle laisse s'envoler. Elle chante souvent que j'ai tort d'essayer de les retenir, de les retenir. Je l'aime à mourir. Pour monter dans sa grotte cachée sur les toits, j'ai coulé des notes à mes sabots de bois. That one's so hard, I'm gonna do it again. Pour monter dans sa grotte cachée sur les toits, je dois clouer des notes à mes sabots de bois. Je l'aime à mourir. Je dois juste m'asseoir, je ne dois pas parler, je ne dois rien vouloir, je dois juste essayer de lui appartenir, de lui appartenir. Je l'aime à mourir. Elle a dû faire toutes les guerres pour être si forte d'aujourd'hui. Elle a dû faire toutes les guerres de la vie et l'amour aussi. Aujourd'hui, je suis le gardien du sommet de ces nuits. Je l'aime à mourir. Vous pouvez détruire tout ce qui vous plaira. Elle n'aura qu'à ouvrir l'espace de ses bras pour tout reconstruire, pour tout reconstruire. Je l'aime à mourir. getting there. I'm gonna like actually highlight for myself that one that I always mess up, because tonight I'm gonna just practice. Which one was it? It was the one about les sabots de bois. Ah, I found it. Okay. Hey Ryan, hey J-Tide. We got John here. Hey friends. Okay. It's time for open arms for Mr. Matt. Hey, Anonyme. Hey, merci. Ok, ça dit merci pour le partage de ta passion pour la musique avec nous. Hey, merci beaucoup. Oh, est-ce que vous voulez rester anonyme? Si oui, c'est d'accord. Mais si tu veux choisir une chanson, tu peux. Balfrag et les autres francophones. Parfois, je mélange mes toi et mes vous. Mes tu et mes vous. Tutoyer, vous voyez. Mais vraiment, je veux juste tutoyer tout le monde. Est-ce que c'est correct? Est-ce que c'est d'accord de faire ça? Entre nous? Parce que nous êtes des amis, oui. Je pense que je vais juste, jamais dire oui, vous, sauf si c'est le groupe. Sur Twitch, toi? OK. Parfait. I could, Travis. I really could. Okay. In fact, who knows? That might be where my last name's from. Whenever I looked up my last name, it's like it might be the word Dauncey that got turned into Dauncey. It might be a few different things. It might be from Aussie, as you have said. Who knows? I do have French ancestors. Although, I have more French ancestors on my mom's side, and that's not her last name. So who knows? Okay. Open arms. Mr. Matt, can you just give us a sign that you're still listening? Now, I probably don't have open arms in here. Oh, I do. Wow. I do have open arms in this app. Nailed it. Oh, perfect. Okay. Lying beside you, here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine. Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So now I come to you with open arms, nothing too hard. Believe what I say. Hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms. wanting to hold you, wanting you near, how much I wanted you home. But now that you've come back, tonight into day, I need you to stay. So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide. Believe what I say. Here I am with open arms, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms. Okay. You know what? That one doesn't need to be on the secret menu. It's not rangy. It's got beautiful, like, belted parts, but it's not overly, like, super low and super high. So that doesn't bother my voice at all. So we don't need to put it on the secret menu. You can just, arms! Give me your arms! Manny's my name. Hello, Manny. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And so I come to you with Marcus Robbins' arms, 'cause he sent me his arms, 'cause I asked for his arms. So here I am with Marcus Robbins' arms, hoping he'll see what his arms mean to me. Marcus's arms. Yes, you can clip that and send that to Marcus Robbins. I still have not received the arms, though. Yes, it's true. It's unfortunate. Est-ce que le mot albeit est utilisé en anglais? Oui. It is. Is that really how you spell it? I guess. Don't usually think about how it's spelled, but yeah. It's pronounced albeit. Albeit. Why, Balfrek? Pourquoi? Quelle étrange question. That was musical theater. Yes, it was. Telling a story, singing a song. What if we send that to Tony Robbins? What would you think? I don't know. Is he related to Marcus Robbins? I always wondered. I guess not, but, like, you know, there's, like, Tony Robbins and then there's Mel Robbins. I don't think they're related. But they're both, like, motivational writers and speakers, and so that's kind of weird. The word is used, albeit very infrequently. No way! I think it's used more frequently than would require the label of infrequent. But I've realized you were probably just trying to use it in a sentence. The word is used, albeit mostly in spoken word and not written down that much. That's what I would say. Quelqu'un m'a dit ce mot dans un message. Quelqu'un m'a dit. C'est quelqu'un qui m'a dit ce mot dans un message. C'est-tu un mot qu'on dit? Wow, she's making up songs in French now. Oh. Balfrek, si je t'ai dit, sais-tu un mot qu'on utilise? Est-ce que tu penses que ça c'est du bon français ou non? Parce qu'au Québec, on dit tout le temps, sais-tu ton iPhone? Comme, est-ce que c'est tu ton iPhone? C'est bizarre, mais c'est utilisé beaucoup comme ça. Anyway, I have to go back and actually read what Balfreg was saying. Somebody said albeit to Balfreg in a message. And he thought that she made a spelling mistake or used a word from another language. No, that's English. Yeah, it's English. It's like you would say, like, I don't know, like if you had just like a small amount of something, you'd be like, I've got money, albeit a very small amount of money. You know what I mean? It's like, but even so, even that being said, it's only a small amount of money. It's like, albeit, or like I speak French, albeit not very often. I mean, let's look up what the actual definition is, but I would say it's like saying, but that being said, and then something else after. What's the definition? Let's find out together. Albeit dates to the 14th century and comes from a Middle English word meaning literally all, though it be. Ah, there you go. Although it be. That makes a lot of sense. These things like we don't think about when we speak English as our first language. It's like, no, just, of course it's albeit, but of course it doesn't really seem like it should be a word. It means even though. Yeah, even though. That's what it means. It's for when there's like sort of an exception for something. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Albeit, it is a word. Je pense que c'est plutôt québécois. On dirait est-ce que c'est en France. Yeah. They just add like 2 to everything in Quebec. Took me a while to get used to it. Although be it with open arms. Okay. This has been good. This has been real good. We always learn random things about words here on my stream. So if you like words, make sure you follow. Arms, thank you for the 1111 tip. I appreciate that. Okay. I am going to take a really quick break, so I have to pee. And you know what? I have to pee, albeit... No, I can't think of anything. I really do just have to pee. So, I think I'm going to play Golden Days. Here's an original video of song. An original video of an original song that I wrote with my original Fred. Original Fred. Oh my God. I wish that was his artist name, Original Fred. Okay, here we go. It's called Golden Days. It's called Original Golden Days. Original Days by Original Colleen and Original Fred.
Darling, you look good on a Sunday night, staring down the barrel of a loading 925. Feel the whiskey buzzing deep in my bones, got me dreaming about all the places we gonna go. If I can't have you, I'm gonna leave this bar alone.
I saw you when you walked in with your hat down low. I was putting on my coat and I was heading home. I stopped in my tracks, turned back around. There's no going back. I'm in for it now, and if I can't have you, I guess I'll make it through somehow. But it'd sure be a lot more fun if you would take me out.
Dancing till the bars turn out their lights, and I'll be saying your name while you're holding me tight. Tomorrow when we're heading our separate ways, I'm gonna add this night to our golden days. Golden days. It's on that karaoke at the Crooked Star. We'll sing islands in the stream until the whole damn bar is singing along. Then when we kiss, they're cheering us on. Both got our wish. Take these shots and head on down the road. There's still so many places that we gotta go. Dancing till the bars turn out their lights, and I'll be saying your name while you're holding me tight. Tomorrow when
is going on? Your girl was just peeing, okay? I was just peeing. And then what? Kind of a $350 tip, Anonymous. Thank you so much. Maybe I should pee more often. No, don't worry. I pee whenever I need to pee. Don't worry. I pee whenever I need to pee, and no more, no less. And I won't be convinced. This is going in a very strange direction. I'm done with this conversation. Anonymous, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Well, shoot. We really crushed that tip goal. Thank you very much. Anonymous, if you would like to make a request, I'd be happy to play you whatever you would like. Whatever you would like, as long as I know it. But thank you so much. That means a lot to me. A heck of a lot. We were just kind of chatting at the beginning of the stream about how things have been real weird on Twitch for a while. Sometimes it can be a little disheartening. But on a day like today, we've got so many new friends in here. And so many kind, generous tips. Thank you so much. That really makes me just feel so loved. And I can't tell you how happy I am. Okay, that you're all here. Let's play a song. Okay, here's what we're going to do. If we hear from Anonymous about what song they would like, Anonymous, you can message the mods or whatever you would like to do. And then I'll play a song for them. But in the meantime, why don't we do a vote between some of the songs in the suggestions? And we'll say that that's also from Anonymous. So we're going to first do a little poll between some of the suggestions, and then we'll do the secret menu. You can put some suggestions on for the secret menu first. But we'll do like a really quick poll. That's 2 polls at a time. Should we really do 2 polls at a time? Okay, no, I take it back. We're going to do secret menu poll, and I'll just play a song suggestion from the suggestions, and then we'll do another poll later. I like to do polls here. So, this request has unlocked the secret menu where we hide all the songs that are usually very difficult to sing, and I try to not do more than one of them a stream, although sometimes things happen and then I'm like, well, we gotta do it. I can be convinced. My arm is made of rubber. But we've opened up the secret menu. You can go take a peek, see what's on there, and you can make a suggestion, and then we'll do a vote between those suggestions. So click on the link. We're gonna pop it in the chat one more time. And while you're picking some ideas for that, I will play something from the secret menu. Make You Feel My Love. That's such a good one. Let's do Make You Feel My Love, which is a Bob Dylan song, but also popularized by Adele because she's amazing. So let me just see. I don't know what key I normally do this one in, so let me just, because my new app kind of messed things up. Let's try it. Here. This is a nice garden party we're having. Could hold like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dream come true. And nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Hey, Katie! Yes! Okay, Katie, we're doing like a little... I just thought I would ask everybody tonight what songs they thought would be good garden party songs. And I'm just like putting them on my little set list, and then we'll see how the vibe is tomorrow. But that feels like it would be a good one. What do you think? Y'all, Katie is, Katie is none other than the lovely fiancée of Logan from Risky Biscuit Band. And she's the one who has hired me to play tomorrow at the restaurant where she manages the business. And where we're having this Bastille Day garden party. This is what I was gonna wear, Katie. I was like, we'll try everything today. We'll do a little preview. But it's like this little romper, see? It's got legs. I got legs. I won't do this at the thing tomorrow. I know how to use them. I will not do this tomorrow. Again, let me just say, I won't do that tomorrow. Katie's like, you're fired. Jay, thank you for gifting us up to Katie. Okay, awesome. I have like a little thing, a little like crochet thing I can wear over top, but if it's hot, it's like, you know, you want the no sleeves kind of thing. Okay. She's totally going to do that tomorrow. Okay, C-Lef, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Mod love. Hey, Wolf with Alpaca, good to see you. Twin Elbow, welcome back. Thanks for coming on back to hang out. Okay. What is next? Oh yeah, we're doing the secret menu. This doesn't have to be garden party-ish. So here are the options you're all going to vote between. Now remember, these songs only get sung one per stream if we hit this goal. So there's some rarity here, okay? We have to build it in because we don't want to ruin my voice by doing multiple songs like this in one stream. But I can do one per stream, so here we go. Firecat, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay. We've got The Joke by Brandi Carlile. Great song. We already did I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Pre-fight, you troll. We got Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. She's got a new one called Vampire. Does anyone want me to learn that one? We've got I'm With You by Avril Lavigne. Creep by Radiohead. And Everlong by the Foo Fighters. Those are your 5 options. It'll be hot, so be comfortable. Okay. I'll wear this. I'll wear this. And nobody will know that I wore it 2 days in a row. I actually have another one that looks like this, but it's a different color. It's more of like a beige, dark red and beige. That's a weird, like a rust color. It's like a rust color. But I think this one's a little bit prettier, so we'll see. The thing is, when I wear something on stream, I'm only wearing it for like 4 hours, so it doesn't count as a full day. It doesn't count. Joe Poe. Hey, Joe Poe, so good to see you. 29 big ones. Thank you for the resubbing for 29 months. Tier 3. Joe Poe, that's so nice of you. And it's so good to see you here. How's it going? Hey, Jazzy. Jazzy says yes to Vampire. Also, hey. I don't know Garden Party by Ricky Nelson. Darn. Okay, I will look into. I'll look. I heard Vampire once, and now it's like top of the charts. So I guess it's probably worth learning. We can't put the word creep in the poll. It literally won't let you. Like Twitch won't let you. So, or at least I don't know. Our settings, it never lets us. So we have to put crepe. But that's Creep by Radiohead, just so you know. So make sure you vote. And in the meantime, why don't I see if there's another garden party-esque. Ooh, Desperado. Let's do Desperado. I will have to cut this out of the VOD, though. Sorry. Because we've learned that Don Henley does not take kindly to people covering his songs, apparently. But I do love this song, and I think it would be good to play tomorrow. And he won't know that I'm playing it tomorrow, unless Don's there. Katie, is Don Henley going to be at the gig? He just might be. Uh-oh. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one. I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, well, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences. Open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Okay, before I knew you were all talking about crepes still, I just saw in the chat Twin Elbow saying old cheddar ham and maple syrup. And I was like, that sounds like a great combination, but what? Excuse me? And then I saw that you were still talking about crepes. Ou en français, les crêpes. Oh, wait, Katie, are you going to have crepes tomorrow? Are you going to have any French dishes tomorrow? I don't know if Katie's still here. I mean, they're all going to be French dishes. She works at a French restaurant. That was a really silly question, but I meant crepes in specific. We got to eat at Katie's restaurant, and it was so good. Oh, Ricks 904, thank you for the follow. Ham, egg, and cheese. Spinach crepes. Yes. But the maple syrup, that's the way to go. Twin elbow. Es-tu canadien? Parce que I saw this thing the other day that was like a TikTok that was like, people who don't live in Canada don't understand what they're missing out on. Like the way that we will use maple syrup. The gougere, Katie, the gougere. And that bread with that butter, like I don't know what is in there, but that was probably the best bread and butter combination I've ever had. I mean, trust the French to have good bread. That was so good. Crack. Oh, it's crack. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, like we will put maple syrup like anywhere that you would just put sugar. Like oatmeal, maple syrup, put it on top. Ice cream, pour a little maple syrup on there. Like if you don't have that in your life, I feel bad for you. And then like a savory crepe, like ham and cheese, put a little maple syrup on there. Ooh, so good. Somebody's like, I'm glad I live in Canada, right? It's the maple syrup is really like why we stay, because it gets stuck to our feet and then we physically can't leave. You know what I mean? I had banh mi last Friday after the Corella meetup. It was really good. Oh, I love banh mi. Not Canadian, but delicious. Fried chicken, maple syrup, absolutely. Like chicken and waffles, maple syrup, yes please, that's the best. Chicken and waffles, Kate, you know what's good? Chicken and waffles, and then you make like a combination of maple syrup and hot sauce, and then that's what you have. And you put butter on your waffle, and then you put the chicken on top, and then you pour that combination over top. That's one of my favorite dishes ever, anywhere, anyhow. Blueberries and maple syrup and whipped cream. Oh yeah. And then I actually like commented on that TikTok because everyone was commenting in the comments like their favorite thing to put maple syrup on, and I was like, get this one. And this the people from Atlanta will like this. Peaches, cream, maple syrup. I'm telling you, that's one of the best desserts in the whole entire world. Peaches with like heavy cream, or like half and half, but heavy cream. Come on now, and maple syrup on top. So good. But if you don't want to do that, then you can always get like maple walnut ice cream and put that on your peaches. That bonkers, it wanted to auto-mod you for that, but I'll let it through. You've never had the waffle chicken combo? Oh, chicken and waffles. That's a really common thing. I wonder, where was that born? Where was chicken and waffles born? I'm going to assume it was somewhere in the south of the United States. My bucket, shush. We can all have a treat from time to time. You don't need to treat shame us. Sing Waffle House tomorrow and see if the dessert orders for that afternoon are higher. That's hilarious. At the Waffle House. Lurking while I drive home. Thanks, Weather. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for being here. Okay. What did you all vote for? Oh, crepe. You did? Okay. Well, see, that's why we were talking about crepes so much then. Here we go. Gonna sing creep. Definitely not gonna belt this one out tomorrow at the garden party. But do it right now. Actually, yeah, okay. Mods... Can somebody make me a note with like 2 hours into this VOD, I'm going to have to mute Desperado, please. Because I won't remember. Luckily, it does pop up in YouTube, but then I have to, like, if I don't do it when I first trim the beginning off the video, then I have to trim it out, and it takes, like, a whole nother day to render, and it just, like, makes it take forever. Creep. Milton F. Klima. Hello. Welcome in, Milton. Thank you for being here. Oh, you did Mop Bucket. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate it. Here we go. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, she's running out the door. She's running out. She run, 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 run. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. see why I can't do those all the time. Was that maybe the tuber of that one? We've done that one a few times. Was that maybe the tuber? We'll see when I watch it back. I might put that one on YouTube. Hey, Zach, how are you? Thank you for resubscribing. You better sing. Thank you. Thank you so much for that resub. Good to see you. And Joni Ziegler, thank you for the follow. I've always thought I should be a tuber. See, the thing is, one of my good friends, Carrie Manolakos, who I met at the same songwriting camp that I met the bylines at. She's got a version of that is so good that Alec Baldwin retweeted it in the height of like the 30 Rock days. He's the one that was on 30 Rock, right? And so it's quite famous, her version. So I'm always like, oh, I don't want to post like my own version unless it's like my own thing that's like totally not her thing. You know what I mean? Singing Monsters. No, I do not know that. I'm sorry. Definitely tuber. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you should all go look up Carrie Manolakos. Her version of that is gorgeous. She does it with like a full band. Manolakos. There's her name in the chat. She's very talented. Yes, he was. He did his best work on that show. Okay. Yeah. Good. We can just share things, but you know, when your friends have like done the same exact thing, you're like, well, I want to make, I mean, it's really with anything. I want it to make sure it feels like my version, you know, my interpretation. Okay. Well, Anonymous, I hope that you like that because thanks to you, we cracked that secret menu. And that's what everybody voted for. So there we go. Thank you again so much for the tip. We need your cover of Sunglasses at Night as a ringtone. I love that. Well, it's got to be on a VOD somewhere, and then you can just make your own ringtone. I don't know how people make ringtones these days. Don't you just like, I don't know. Remember way back when we were all like into buying ringtones for $1? And now it's like my phone never rings out loud. It's just on mute all the time. I almost never have my phone so that it rings out loud. Calling original time? We could do that. We could do an orig. What original song does everybody want to hear? Let's see if there's one in the... We got 100 Days. I definitely can't do 100 Days right after doing Creep. It's got to be something more chill than that. You just aged yourself? Yes, I am old enough to remember when there were ringtones you could purchase. If that ages me, then so be it. I am in fact not 18 years old. I'm actually 100 years old. It's widely known that I'm 100 years old. So I've been through like, you know, I was there before the phone was invented. And I remember when Alexander was like, hey, we got this new thing. You want to try it out? I was like, okay, sure. And then he was like, 1. And I was like, okay. And then it called up someone. It's been decided. Couldn't we just? Okay. Can we do the like Moonlight version of Couldn't We Just? Or do you want me to do the one? No, we got to do the Moonlight version if it's going to be chill. I had under oath writings on the wall for like 6 years. I love that, Katie. You used to record it and set it. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Also, that was like... Also, remember when you had like your answering machine would have a song on it? Now that was a thing. Or like when your friends would make their answering machine something where it's like, hello? And then you're like, oh, hey, how's it? And then they're like, just kidding. I'm not here. Like, what a good joke. Did my doggo treat work earlier? I don't know. Probably not. I should give her a couple of them because I'm probably behind. Oh, she's just waiting. She's just waiting for him. What a goose. I remember rotary phones and phone booths. Yes. There. I gave her 2. I'm not old enough to have had a pager, though. You make me want to throw my pager out the window. Tell MCI to break the phone poles. Is it MCI? MTI? I don't know your American phone people. Break my lease so I can move. 'Cause you're a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I love this little trip down memory lane. You had a pet dinosaur in your cave back in the day. Ledbetter, I love it. Okay. So here's an original. Oh wait, but before we do that, I need to put creep into my into on song. So let me just do that right now. We can continue to discuss phones. Hi, Colleen. OMG, all you people thinking you're old because you remember things. Let me just say I remember disco the first time around. Kidsy. I like it. I like it. I'm curious, though, about that time when everyone was apparently like, disco's dead. But then, like, why? Because disco's so cool. But I guess back then, there was a time when they wanted it to die. I don't know. I would have been stoked to be around for disco the first time around. Okay, we gotta put creep. Radio. Okay, I do that one. Let's see. And okay. I think we got it. There we go. That didn't take too long. I remember the Cold War. Good one. Very good. Love your tattoos. Can you share the significance? Barry. Yeah, there's not a lot of significance, to be honest. I thought that peacocks were very pretty, so I got this one. My friend Akiva, who you'll see in the chat sometimes, Keevers, sort of like found different drawings and drew this one for me based off a few different drawings. And then this is actually a fermata. If you go like that, it's a musical symbol. I mean, it's solid when it's a musical symbol, but mine's got designs in it. But it means it's like, it will be like over top of a note, and it means you can hold that note for as long as you want to. And I just thought that was a nice, kind of more obscure musical symbol, because I didn't want to just be like treble clef on my arm. But that would have been okay too. Looks Egyptian. Yeah, like the designs inside are kind of just like doodles. I actually got that one, like I just went, one day I found out there was like a guest tattoo artist at this one place, and I was like, well, I'll just go today and get it. It was a bit of a whim. And then I thought also it kind of looked like a sun and a moon if I went this way, so I was like, that's kind of fun. Creep 78. Okay, thank you. I don't know when I would ever loop that. I don't know that I would ever loop that. I wonder why we had a tempo in there. Disco never died. Right? I was today years old when Colleen taught me it was break my lease so I can move and not break my knees so I can't move. Art, you thought it was break my knees? I'll tell you what I thought it was. I thought it was break my leash so I can move. Like he had her on a leash. And I was like, ugh. But it's apparently lease. Like, so that you can move to a different house. You know what I mean? Did somebody say disco? Now we're all talking about disco in here. I love that. You make me wanna. Oh, one via. Are you talking about Arkells? I made a wish at 11:11. That's some Canadian-ish right there. I never knew it was called a fermata. Thank you. Well, there you go. Yes, it's called a fermata, and you spelled it correctly and everything. Okay. We're gonna do... Yes, couldn't we just? Okay. Do I have that in here? In the new iPad? I don't know. No. but I might have it in the other app. It's so confusing being like in the middle of switching over to a new iPad with it in a different app at the same time and not knowing if I have any of the right stuff. Well, it's not in here either. Oh, shoot. Oh. Might have it in Google Drive. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Changing equipment is so hard. I know. I've already spent like 20 hours trying to move everything over to the new app. I did your doggo treat, my bucket. I did it already. I gave her one for the one from before. And then one for the one from now. Hopefully she's had enough. Could Luann break out into her own stream? I mean, it's going to be a I'm only sleeping stream. She's so sweet. If I could do my job and still like pat the dog at the same time, that would be ideal. That's why I need Mark's arms, okay? This is why I have requested extra arms. Okay. So yeah, this song's called Couldn't We Just? I'm going to do like the chill version of it, but there's a fully produced version on my YouTube or on all the socials, on all the streaming platforms, on Spotify. And I produced it myself. Only the second song I've ever produced myself. And I thought it went pretty well. What if I mix this together with my regular piano? I'm so curious. Oh, that's the vibe. I know what we said. I know it's for the best. I'm not oblivious. I know this is it, and after all we did, we couldn't make it fit. Just 'cause it's over doesn't mean I'm ready to live my life without you. So couldn't we just pretend to be in love for a little bit longer? Tell me that I'm the only one you're thinking of. And couldn't you just hold on to me till I feel a little bit stronger? Couldn't we just pretend to be in love? Couldn't we just, 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 couldn't we just pretend to be in love? I know a time will come when we will both move on and find another one. But it would be alright for you to hold me tight for just another night. Just 'cause it's over doesn't mean I'm ready to face the day on my own. So couldn't we just pretend to be in love for a little bit longer? Tell me that I'm the only one you're thinking of. And couldn't you just hold on to me till I feel a little bit stronger? Couldn't we just pretend Just 'cause it's over doesn't mean I'm ready to face the day on my own. But couldn't we just pretend to be in love for a little bit longer? Tell me that I'm the only one you're thinking of. And couldn't you just hold on to me till I feel a little bit stronger? Couldn't we just pretend to be in love? Couldn't we just, 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 couldn't we just pretend to be in love? There. The song has Jessie Ware vibes. Ooh, I'll take that. I will take that. I'm gonna do a little stretch. There we go. Ooh, my shoulders. That should be a tuber too. You know, I really want to. I am going to, saying it now. I'm going to make like a version, like a little album that's that kind of cozy version of all my songs. It's on my to-do list of things to do. So at that point, maybe I'll do like a little concert that's like all of them. Hey, Heavenly, welcome in. Hi, Raiders. Also, P.O., good to see you again. First time I'm hearing this beautiful song. Thank you. Go ahead and listen to the official one that's on Spotify too, because it's super different, but the same. Same, but different. Hey, Heavenly, I heard that you were at TwitchCon Paris. How was it? I've heard great things. I heard you sung a couple songs, at least, and that they were great. Heard it through the grapevine. Pre-fight, thank you for gifting a sub to Heavenly. Everybody, go give Heavenly a follow. She's an incredible singer, actress, musician, all around lovely person. And there's Jabroni Mike, one of her mods. Mod with the most. The mod with the most. Jabroni Mike, good to see you. Blue Romaster, hello. Sam Runabout, hello everyone. Folksy Fox, good to see you. Hi everyone. J Puma, thank you for the sweet little Heavenly hypers. So cute. Thank you for the raid, Heavenly. Everybody, I'm Colleen. Hi. More importantly, this is my sweet dog, Luann. She just chills while we do our thing. We're having a little garden party today. I'm wearing my favorite little romper. It's not a dress. It's a romper, but you can't tell. So then anytime new people come in, I feel the need to show you this. Okay? Feel the need to just show you what I can do in this romper. It's ridiculous. Hello, Steven. So feel free to say hi. Heavenly, how was your stream? I bet it was awesome. Heavenly has such a great voice, by the by. In fact, like, it's also very recognizable. Like, it's a very recognizable voice. And that is really worth something. Also, Heavenly, did you know there's a song called Heavenly? Because I keep hearing it. It keeps popping up on my, like, playlists. It goes, Heavenly, I want you to marry me. I think is how it goes, something like that. Who's it by? Marry me. Oh, that's how it goes. Who is it by? There's plenty of songs called Heavenly. I didn't realize how many there were, but this one keeps popping up on my Spotify. But now I can't figure out who it's by because there's apparently a trillion songs named after you specifically. I'm sure. Now I don't know. I'm telling you, there are more songs called Heavenly than I ever thought there could be. And they're clearly all inspired by how wonderful you are. So I can't even tell you. It's like kind of pop punky. If when it comes up again, I'll tell you. Okay, let's sing a song. We're doing songs that would work at a garden party. And also some of them will be French because tomorrow I'm playing at this Bastille Day garden party and we're doing some French songs too. So what about, I'm looking at the suggestions. By the way, you can all feel free to put in some suggestions. There is the song list. Let me see what we got in the song suggestions. Angel of the Morning. That feels like it would make a good garden party song. What do you all think? Let's do Angel of the Morning. I did request a semi-French song. Did you request Michelle? I would like to play that one today for sure. Oh, we can keep this little like electric piano sound for this song too. Here we go. There'll be no strings to bind your head. Oh my gosh! I might as well, since we hadn't quite started yet, I will say, thank you for the raid. Finn Canning Live. Welcome on in. We're just finding so many new friends today. Thank you for the raid. What is a raid call? I love it. I love it. That'll do. That'll do. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. There'll be no strings to bind your hands, not if my love can't bind your heart. And there's no need to take a stand, for it was I who chose to start. I see no need to take me home. I'm old enough to face the dawn. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me slowly turn away from me. Baby, the sun's light will be dim, and it won't matter anyhow. If morning's echo says we've sinned, well, it was what I wanted now. And if we're victims of the night, I won't be blinded by the light. Just call me slowly turn away. I won't beg you to stay with me. just touch my cheek before you leave me, Ryan! What is happening? Ryan, thank you so much for the raid. Ryan with the raid. Ryan with the rip-roaring raid. How was your stream? No. Hi, were you playing poker today, Ryan? Did you win big today, Ryan? I got the Shaggy in there, right? I had to slip the Shaggy in there. Hey, Finn, how are you doing? Thank you again for the raid. How's your stream? Everybody go give Finn Canning Live a follow. And then when you're done doing that, you go give Ryan Victor's a follow. Ayala BR1, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hi. Pre-fight, thank you for the gift sub to Sam. And Bald, thank you for the gift sub to Finn. So many friends in here. If I do that one tomorrow at the garden party, should I throw the Shaggy in there? I feel like we're in Atlanta, you know? Like, you got to throw in a little bit of hip-hop, a little R&B where you can. Whenever you can. And then I'll be like, life is one big party when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? I want to show the nation my appreciation. This is great. What's going on? What is everybody just love garden parties or what? Issa, hi. Issa raid. Oh my gosh. Issa sings. Welcome on in. I've forgotten already if it's Issa or Issa, so you have to remind me, please. But thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate that. Madhouse, thank you for resubbing. I don't know what's going on in here. I just want to reapply my lipstick, but I don't know where I put it. Anyone? Sometimes I just put stuff in a weird place. Oh, there it is. Ah, I found it. But now we can show the new people. It's a romper. It's not a dress. I'll do it every time. The second one. I don't know which one I said second. E or I. E or I. E spelled E or I. I-H. That's how I'll know. Issa or Issa. I don't know which one because I said both. Oh, thanks, Weather. Hello, Rent-A-Dog. Welcome in. Hi, everyone. If you're new here, I'm Colleen. This is Luann. She's going to sing harmonies. Just kidding. I wish, though. Issa. Okay. Oh, wait. That is what I said first. So now I'm extra proud of myself. But more so just glad that you're all here. I'm going to sing a song for you. Let's do... What should we do? We're doing, like, garden party vibes today. So if you all want to, you can take a look at this request list and see if there's something you want to suggest that might feel kind of garden party-esque. Okay, I see somebody requested some Savage Garden, which works really well because it is going to be a garden party. But, you know, I think the better possible garden party, Savage Garden, would be I want to stand with you on a mountain. What's that one called? What's that one called? Oh no. A Savage. I'll just look up Savage Garden. Truly Madly Deeply. There we go. So we're gonna do that right now and then we'll chat some more. But thank you so much for the raids, Ryan and Issa. Little double raid all the way across the sky. Double rainbow. Should we keep this like kind of electric piano thing going on? You tell me when you're sick of it, but for now we'll keep it on. I do usually loop this one, so maybe we should do that because I don't want to forget. It's not like we can't loop anything tonight. Let's loop it. Here we go. Roland, thank you for the 500 bits for the Colleen's Choice. Thank you. I appreciate that. That way I can practice some of my stuff for the garden party. That's perfect. I appreciate it. Let's see if this is still in tune. Not bad. This bass stays in tune pretty well, and it makes me happy. Very exciting bass line. Like an insult to me, but I know it's not, and I won't take it personal. I love it, but we're probably both blondes then, right? Okay, what else do we need to hear? A little electric guitar, maybe? Stairs out of the way. There you go. There you are. You want to go? But now she doesn't want to go. Now that the stairs are there, she doesn't want to go. Okay. That's fine. right there. I don't know if she doesn't want to jump down. Okay, hold on. See you. Thank you for the resub. just happened? I just felt like something just shook the floor in my house. I don't know what just happened. Very strange things are happening here. Oh no, I might die. This might be my very last song. It's Ghost. It's Ghost for sure. hope I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I'll love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. 'Cause I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky calls down on me. Until this guy falls down on me. How did this guy get in my room, and why is he falling down on me? Haven't you ever heard of consent, dude? You can't just fall down on me. That might kinda hurt me, 'cause you are bigger than me. I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down on me. All right. That was some stuff. By the way, Talentless Blonde, thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for that hype train. Hey, Tomas, how you doing? What you eating? Ayala says music. Yes, music. The answer to that is yes, for sure, music. If I had to choose between music and not music, most of the time, picking music. All right. That was so fun. Thanks for that request. Well, it was sort of a request, sort of my choice also. But Adam Passion had said Savage Garden, so I went with that one. All right, amazing. We have a Colleen's Choice from Bald Assassin, so I think I'll use that as an opportunity to play another one of these French songs that I need to practice. What one should we pick? Thank you for all the claps. That one's always so nice. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the French songs. Which ones have we not done yet today? We could do Always Remember Us This Way in French from A Star Is Born. We could do La Vie en Rose, L'amour, les baguettes, Paris. We did Champs-Élysées. Oh, Michelle. I should definitely do Michelle. Graham, are you still here? I've been meaning to like get that little solo into Michelle. If I haven't practiced it yet, but let me maybe try doing that. Okay, wait. I need to go to the part that has those chords. It's It's like not quite that, but this close. Lurking to sleep. What am I getting wrong about that? Let me just listen one more time. I think it's the chords that aren't quite right on this chord sheet, but it could also be me. Let's look it up real quick. I'm just gonna mute you all for 2 seconds while I listen to this. I think I mostly had it. I think it might have just been the particular left-hand like bass note. So we're gonna find out. Also be like, I might do this one after the break because I want to listen to one more thing, because it starts on a different might start in like a slightly different spot. Let's see. Wait, I know, hold on. You say the only words I know that you'll understand, my Michelle. There's just like one bass note that's not quite right there, but I think it's a good note to rock and roll. I might, okay. Oh, that sounded better. I'm like gonna say that's good enough. That's good enough. The chords that I found on the internet were not quite right for this one, so that's what I want to go with. Should I do it up the octave? Let's do this song. Everyone's just silent while I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Here we go. I don't know what to do as an intro. Michelle, my belle, these are words that go together well, my Michelle. Michelle, ma belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I want to say. And me, what you mean to me. But until I do, I'm hoping you will know what I mean. I want you, I want you, I want you. I think you know by now. I get to you somehow. But until I do, I'm telling you so you'll understand. Michel, ma belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I will say the only words I know, they all understand. My Michel. Okay, that was like, it's like 80%, not maybe 90% there. I gotta figure out a few of the ins and outs now that because I wasn't gonna do that little solo, but I was like, I think we can put it in. So, Moses, hello. Luann, did you want to come back over here? She came here underneath my keyboard and then for some reason did not climb the stairs to her little bed. Do you want to come? Come. Yeah, you gotta go down that way. Go down those stairs. Go. 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 Over there. Look. Look, go down those stairs. Go. Yeah. Good girl. Come over here. Yeah. Doing it. Come here. I'll get you. Come. No, you gotta come over here. Yeah. There we go. Now I can say hi to everybody. Every time we say goodbye is very similar? Wait, what's every time we say goodbye? Oh. Okay, puppy. Which one's every time we say goodbye? Who's that by? Because I was thinking about every time you go away, which is not the same. And then there's a song called Every Time I Close My Eyes, I'm with you. What can I do? But I don't remember which one's every time we say goodbye. Groove Boots, how's it going? Graham, ça m'a fait plaisir. À bientôt. Still can't believe this is a Beatles song. I read a thing that apparently like Paul wrote it because he was trying to be all jazzy and he was like, ooh, I want to try to use this chord, and then he wrote it, and that's why. You never know. Hi. Yeah, good girl. This is Luann, by the way, if you've not met her. Okay, that was my Colleen's choice for Bald Assassin. Hello, Ortica. You go? What do you mean? Je vais où? What should we do now? I think we shouldn't go for too much longer because I don't want to ruin my voice or anything. I'm doing 3 days in a row because I'm doing this tonight and I have my gig tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Saturday. Hi! You want another treat? I probably owe you one. Oh yeah, from Panda. I do. It's a 1940s Cole Porter song, Jazz. Ooh, nice. Well, there you go. Look at her hand on my hand. She's like, Mother, please give me the treat, Mother. This bag's almost empty, but I have a brand new one over there. I'll get the other one too. Just can I have my arm back? Thank you. Tu restes encore un peu avec nous? Oui. Je vais chanter peut-être 4 chansons de plus. 3 ou 4. He wrote it while hanging out at parties with John while he was at art college and was trying to impress girls by pretending to be French. I like it. Okay, Tomas. Ooh, there's a new episode of It's Always Sunny. You know, I've only seen like 1 episode of that show. But I thought it was over. Did they make a whole new one? She's so polite. Lady Gaga French song I think would go well with the vibe tonight. Okay, let's do that one. I just gave her so many treats, so she's all cut up now. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching you, touching me, sweet Luan. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Season 16 started a couple weeks ago. Jeez. Did they take a break or has it just been on this whole time? Superfro, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. By the way, if anyone's just hanging out and you don't know that you can make suggestions of what songs you want to hear, here's the list. You can make a suggestion for free. It just goes into the free portion of the song list, and I might pick it. I'm doing garden party vibes today. So see if there's something on there that you think sounds like a chill garden party song. Boo-doo-doo. One of the longest running shows ever. I honestly thought it was completely over. That's wild. Well, there you go. Grey's Anatomy's got to be up there. Grey's, I think, is at least done season 19, if not 20. I need to get more water soon. Take a break after this one. Okay, so here's a song. This song is from A Star Is Born, that the remake with Lady Gaga, and she and a few other people wrote this song, Always Remember Us This Way. And then I found a French translation of it, and it's real good, so we're going to do it. Le ciel d'Arizona brille dans tes yeux. Tu me regardes, oui c'est toi que je veux. C'est enfoui dans mon âme, brûlant comme une flamme. Tu as su réveiller en moi ce feu. J'ai la gorge nouée, je ne sais plus quoi dire. Quand tout en va, c'est mon corps qui se déchire. Quand le soleil s'endort, que j'entends ta voix, je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Amoureux dans la nuit, des poètes apprentis, essayant de faire des rimes sans repli. Maintenant je le sais, où tu iras, j'irai. Tu es en moi, tu ne mourras jamais. J'ai la gorge nouée, je ne sais pas quoi dire. Quand tout en va, c'est mon corps qui se déchire. Quand le soleil s'endort, que j'entends ta voix, je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Je veux pas être concept souvenir. J'ai la gorge nouée, je ne sais plus quoi dire. Quand tout en va, c'est mon corps qui se déchire. Quand le soleil que j'entends ta voix. Je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Oh yeah! Quand tu me, wait. Quand tu me regardes, tout le reste s'en va. Je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Okay, I'm highlighting the spot that always trips me up. That I love doing that one. It's so fun. The thing about singing songs in another language when they've been translated is like, or even when they haven't, French just has a lot of syllables, and I'm like, how are you fitting those syllables in there? So let me just practice that one spot so I get it in my brain the right way, because I don't want it to be stuck in my brain the wrong way. Thank you for the claps, merci beaucoup. Okay, so this end bit, it's just like different words at the end for a little change up, but I have to remember the timing. Quand tu me regardes. I think that's what it is. Quand tu me regardes. So we went. Quand le soleil s'endort, que j'entends ta voix, je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Oh yeah! Quand tu me regardes, tout le reste s'en va. Je me souviendrai toujours de nous comme ça. Quand tu me regardes. Okay. French beautiful. Thank you, Loki. Thank you. Johnny, how are you? Thank you for the gift sub to Artika. Are we talking about Grey's Anatomy still? Yeah. I mean, it's been a little long. Yeah. Shonda makes great shows, and she can't keep up with all of the seasons of all of them, so it's probably... Anyway, nothing's getting written right now. The writers are on strike, and now the actors are on strike. I hope that they get what they rightfully deserve, so that AI doesn't take over everything creative. Hey, Johnny, I'm good. How are you? Did y'all hear about that? The actors have now gone on strike. The SAG-AFTRA members. Okay, I do need to take a break because my water is completely empty. And I will return. We'll do a few more songs, and then we'll be done. Or should I just do one more and then we'll be done? I'm trying to like... Are there any of the French ones I didn't do yet today? That's what I need to know. Nah, I'll take a break, and then I'll come back. So, feel free to put some ideas on the list, and we'll do like 4 more songs when we come back. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to play you an original video of mine. This is an original song of mine called 100 Days. And then I made this little lyric video for it. There is one spelling mistake. See if you can spot it. And I'll be back. Should've known better than to give my heart to somebody who goes around collecting them for fun. Should've known better than to build a life with somebody who couldn't put their trust in anyone. It fell down so fast I could barely escape the wreckage. The clouds rolled in to wash it all away. And I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting. Like you said 100 times that you were mine, baby. Now I'm out here alone, soaked to the bone. And maybe I always knew that I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting to finally get over you. How does the heart end up in so many pieces? How can a heart completely disappear? Why did you capture mine to only release it and walk away pretending like I'm not right here, spending 100 days out in the rain waiting, like you said 100 times that you were mine, baby. Now I'm out here alone, soaked to the bone, and maybe I always knew that I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting to finally get over you. And you promised me it would be easier to let the storm erase the shore. But I don't know how to make my heart forget that it was ever yours, ever yours. And I would spend 100 days, like you said 100 times that you were mine. I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting, like you said 100 times that you were mine, baby. Now I'm out here alone, soaked to the bone, and maybe I always knew that I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting to finally get over you. Finally get over you. To finally get over you. And I would spend 100 days out in the rain waiting, like you said 100 times that you were mine, baby. Now I'm out here alone. Okay. I like that, just peeking out of nowhere. Woosikabusi. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. If you want to see that video again later, you can go over to YouTube. If you want to hear the song again later, perhaps put it on your playlist of all your favorite songs. It's on all the streaming services. You can click those links, or you can just go look me up. That would be super awesome. If you are a Spotify type person or Apple Music or wherever, can you go and find me on there and click the little heart just to like my profile and you know, listen to the songs would be great. But all that stuff is super helpful because I'm an independent musician just trying to make it work out here. Hi, puppy. And so every little bit of hype, every like, every follow, every share, it all means a heck of a lot to me because this is a tricky industry to be in, and I appreciate every single one of you and all your support. Would you ever sign with a label? Like the labels these days take a lot from you and don't give you a lot of support back unless you're like a huge act. That's a generalization, but like I've certainly never. I don't know anybody who's got like something going on that they really, really like being in. So I probably not, but if it was the right kind of thing, maybe. But it's like these days the labels want you to basically like create your own following and then maybe they'll take a look at you. It's not like you just, you know, hope that they sign you and then they're going to do something with you. It's like you have to create it and then they'll, I don't know, like push it out to more people. I prefer doing my own thing here. This is kind of like our own little label, you know? You all are so supportive, and then therefore I can do the songs, and then when I put out the songs, you listen to them and support them, and then that supports me so I can do more songs. Like, really, that's what we're doing here. But then we also get to be friends, and I get to have the creative freedom to do what I want. Did you ever brainstorm stage names? No. No, I never meant to be a solo artist, so I never had time to brainstorm any stage names. I started streaming on Twitch because of the pandemic, and I never ever planned on being a solo artist, so I just used my own name, and here we are. You've got all my music on there? Glad I caught you tonight. I'm glad that you caught me tonight, too. Calling Dauncey is a great name. Thank you, Mickey. Chili McFreeze? I like that. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at these suggestions. We're going to do a poll between some of the suggestions you all have been putting in here. And while we're doing that poll, I'll play another French song maybe. Okay, let's make a vote. One of the options is going to be With a Little Help from My Friends by the Beatles. And Grow As We Go by Ben Platt. Better Man by Pearl Jam. Broken Wings by Mr. Mister. And I'm trying to find ones that'll be good with, like, some of these I normally loop. And it's like, well, would it be good without looping? Because I'm not going to be looping tomorrow at my gig. How about... Save Tonight? We'll see how that sounds. I don't think I've ever done that one not looping because it's such a good looping song, but we're going to find out. Yeah, so there will be a poll. It will pop up in the chat, and then you can vote there. And then whatever wins is what I'll do. In the meantime, I also feel like some Coldplay might be nice. What's like a positive Coldplay song? The Scientist is like, it's kind of sad. Or maybe, what about that song? What about that Keen song, Somewhere Only We Know? That one would be nice, right? I'm going to sing that. Yellow. That's true. Yellow is very popular. Yellow's good. Okay. I feel like I can do Yellow without having to, like, practice it. I can do these all without having to practice them mostly, but not the French ones. Don't forget to vote in the poll. It's up now. I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go? So why don't we go? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know. There we go. I know Grace did have some really good songs on there. So many Tegan and Sarah songs on Grace. Bomboni 5, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay, looks like Save Tonight won the vote. Hold on, I want to try, just before I leave this song, I want to see if, maybe I want to do it in a lower key. I've always done it in that key, but there's really no reason to do it so high. Let me try. If I put it in B flat. I'm not going to sing the whole thing again, but I'll sing a little bit of it. I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. Then we're gonna skip this next bit, except there's one thing that's low. Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Okay, and then we're gonna do the chorus. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we That's nice. I'm going to put it in that key. We're going to leave it in that key. That's real good. Mm-hmm. DJ Artemis. I could talk about Grays forever. That was so long ago. That April Jackson moment was like 10 years ago, I want to say. Maybe like 7 years ago. But that was a while ago. What's the key? That was B flat. We gotta be... Sometimes you just gotta be a little flat. But you don't need to sing flat. But like, I just finished watching the most recent season, Artemis, and was like, look, no spoilers for anybody, but wasn't there like, didn't you like think there was a moment in that was basically like the exact same moment? I was like, wait, they've done this already. Like, have we had so many seasons of this that they're just repeating storylines completely? Oh dear. It's basically a fully covered graph. I don't think the writers were on strike last year when that season of Grays was written, though. Because that season aired, like, last September. And it would have been written long before that. When did the writers' strike begin? I can't remember anymore. That's what soap operas do, though. It's true. Is it a coincidence that somebody named Denny just followed me? Hi, Denny. We were just talking about Grey's Anatomy, and there was a character named Denny on that show. Welcome on in. Denny. He was wronged. He should have lived. Spoiler. Hello, Emma. Denny Duquette. Oh, what a guy. Played by that guy. What's that guy's name? Oh. I forget his name. Not Denny. She cut his LFAT wire. Can you believe she cut the LFAT wire? I don't even know what it means. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yes. That guy. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Okay. Save Tonight. That's what we're doing.
Take me away, it's true. Now it ain't easy.
break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. 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 All right. There we go. Hey, Goonie Kid, how's it going? DJ Artemis with the 9 months. I have a 9-month resub. Did we have a baby? And if so, would they be in an indie Tronica duo? Clearly. I think we had twins, and they're going to be the new Tegan and Sarah. I think it's perfect. And they can be on the 40th season of Grey's Anatomy. What's everybody's... Okay, wait. If you do know Grey's Anatomy, though, what's your favorite Grey's song? Because you know what we've done here before? We've done some Tegan and Sarah. We've done that 2 a.m. song, Breathe, by Anna Nalick. Oh, or the XX. Yeah. Love me some XX. What else was there? Because there was... You know what song... You know what Tegan and Sarah song was like? I'm trying to decide which one was the more popular one, because they had Where Does the Good Go? And then they also had well, all I can think of is where does the good go now? Where do you go with your broken heart and soul? What do you do with the left over you? And how do you know when to let go? Where does the good go? Where does the good go? Look me in the eye and tell me you don't find me attractive. Look me in the heart and tell me that you won't go. Look me in the eye and promise no love's like our love. Look me in the eye and unbreak broken, it won't happen. It's you that least it breaks the seal always, thinking you would be really happy and healthy, strong and calm. Where does the good go? Where does the good go? That was all from memory. Some of it was right. There was also there's not a lot for you to give if you're giving in. Fix You Up. That's what that one's called. Moon and Sun. Who's that by? I feel like, I think it was on Grey's. There was this song called Honey and the Moon that I really liked, and it like never became that popular. I'm looking it up. Who is by? Right now, everything is on and right. Joseph Arthur. Does anyone remember this? The chorus was like, I should look up the chords. But if nobody remembers it, then I won't bother. Sun and Moon is one of Above and Beyond's biggest songs. Above and Beyond? All I Want by Codaline? I don't remember that one. How to Save a Life was definitely on there. And that one is on my list, so we've done that one too. Oh, Luann's fully asleep. They do so many acoustic covers on that show. It makes you wonder if they were trying to avoid paying for the rights. No. You still have to pay for rights if you do acoustic covers. You still have to pay for the copyrights. You just don't have to pay for the master. You have to pay someone for the master, but perhaps not the original artist. I think that was more of a stylistic choice, but maybe not. Jenny Lewis, yes. Portions for Foxes. By Rilo Kiley, Jenny Lewis's band. And it's bad news. Bad news. Did Girls Come Along and Steal Gray's soundtrack throne? Yeah, I would agree. Bad news, bad news. Walking with a Ghost is one of my favorite ones, and it's on my list, Twin Elbow. You could request it. It's on there. Irish Wristwatch, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We're talking about Grey's Anatomy songs. Oh, also, you know what song was on there? 13. Oh, there's this song. I can only remember it sometimes. Like, it goes in and out of my mind. Was there a band called, like, 13 Seasons or something like that? No. Shoot, what am I thinking about? If I remember it, I'll tell you all. It's so funny. Okay, I had to get my water jug. I didn't have time to let the water filter before. So it had to sit there for that whole time and filter. But we're good now. Isn't this the most, like, me-colored water jug you've ever seen? 13 Senses. Yes? Is that it? Hold on, I gotta look that up. Weskober. Hello. 13 Senses. Yes. Okay, yes, that's them. And they had a song called... They had that Into the Fire one. And then there was another one, I think, too. Right now, everything is turning blue and right now. I'm looking it up on Spotify. Sun is trying to kill the moon. 13 senses. I'm still singing Honey in the Moon. Into the Fire. Gone. That's the one. It pops into my head every once in a while. It's like, sometimes I try to hold on. I know it's wrong. But when I see your face, I can see that it's gone. Gone. I have to look up both of these now. How does the Into the Fire one go? Let's see if I can recognize this. We're on a Grey's Anatomy rabbit hole for sure. For sure. Let's maybe turn the requests off now because we were going to wrap up soon. Oops, I pushed it twice. Oh, yes. Come on, put your hands into the fire. Explain, as I turn and meet the power. This time, turning white and senses dire. Pull up, from one extreme to another. From the summer to the spring, from the mountain to the air, from Samaritan to sin. Some of that's right. and it's waiting on the end. I don't know, that's some of that's right. Come on, put your hands into the fire. Explain as I turn and meet the power. This time, turning white and senses dire. Pull up from one extreme to another. From the summer to the spring, from the mountain to the air, from Samaritan to sin. I don't remember how that whole thing goes. But that's a good one. The Otterbird. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Ploppy Top. Okay, and then this is the one that I think about all the time. The 13. Did anyone recognize that one? 13 cents is gone. This is the one that I sing in my head sometimes. But will I be able to remember how the verse goes? No. But this is how the chorus goes. Sometimes I try to go on. I know it's wrong, 'cause when I see your eyes, I can see the flame is gone. Gone. Does anyone remember this song? 'Cause sometimes I try to go on. I know it's wrong, 'cause when I see your eyes, I can see the flame is gone. Gone. Thorpine, hello, salut, bonjour. Oui, tu as manqué. Tu as manqué la chanson? You missed it? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tu es trop tard pour le menu secret. Is that a Fuzzy Friend dog bed? I don't know what the brand of the dog bed is. I got it on the internet, though. Oh, wait. Is that true? I think I got this one at PetSmart. I can't remember, but there's lots of fuzzy ones everywhere. Kinsey, thank you for the resub. They use this funny picture for the house with the moon in Grey's Anatomy. It's not the real moon. I don't know what you're talking about. It looks nothing like the moon. The house with the moon. What does that mean? Okay. Yes. So we're on a bit of a Grey's Anatomy rabbit hole because there was so much good music on Grey's Anatomy. Someone mentioned Snow Patrol. There was definitely lots of Snow Patrol. I know quite a few Snow Patrol songs. The only one I have on my list is Chasing Cars, but I know quite a few. You know which one I really like is Chocolate. Do y'all remember that one? I think I've maybe done it like once on the stream. There's also Open Your Eyes. And then also the lead guy from Snow Patrol went off and made his own like sort of solo project called why am I forgetting now what they're called? But it's really good. It's so good that I've forgotten what it's called. Does anybody remember? William's got a cough. Anyway, the first album that he put out from that other project is also so good. But I'll play a little bit of Chocolate so you can all see if you remember this one. Clip it from Netflix and share. Okay, yeah, because I don't know what you mean, the picture of the house. Block party, banquet, yes. And also, there's that song that's like fire, like eating glass. What is it? But yeah, banquet. So complicated. Is that the one? It's hard to sing those ones. It's so like punk, so punky. Okay, hold on. Stop playing the freaking Snow Patrol YouTube video. Okay, there we go. No. Okay, there we go. This could be the very minute I'm aware I'm alive. All these places feel like home. A name I never chosen, I can take my first steps as a child of 25. This is the strong final straw in the roof of my mouth as I lie to you. Just because I'm sorry doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it at the time. Is anyone recognizing this? You're the only thing that I love. Scares me more every day. On my knees I think clearer. Goodness knows I saw it coming, or at least I claim I did. But in truth I'm lost for words. What have I done? It's too late for that. Have I become truth is nothing yet. A simple mistake starts the hardest time. I promise I'll do anything you ask this time. Ah, it's such a good song. That's probably my favorite Snow Patrol song. Yeah, that early block party stuff was so good. Ghost of the Mountain. I feel like that's what the album's called by the guy. Ghost of the Mountain? No, I made that up. That's a band. I don't know what I'm talking about. Also, Santi Gold. All right. Moonshine Mars. Hey, friend. I was like reading the name and I'm like, that sounds familiar. And then I'm like, oh, no, it's Marsh. It's Marshmallow. Rebranded, repackaged. Good to see you again. Okay, what was I going to do? I need to make sure I sing all these French songs again. So let me see if there's any we haven't done yet today. We didn't do the Celine Dion one yet, but I'm not sure if we need to for my voice. We don't need to do La Vie en Rose again unless someone wants me to. I think we might be good. I might have done the ones that I needed to practice. Yeah, confetti. Okay, maybe we're good. Maybe we're good. Maybe we should begin to wrap up. Grey's Anatomy should end.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate the most recent season. I obviously it's so different, and they introduced like completely new characters, and there's just a whole new class of youngins again. But I kind of liked it. There was some. It wasn't as ridiculous. Like, you know what I hate is the seasons where like the most ridiculous stuff happens, and you're like, how was there a plane crash and a drowning and a bomb threat and like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. I feel like this past season it was like there were only a couple of ridiculous things that happened. Okay. Maybe we should just... I watched 3 episodes where Dr. Gray said goodbye. That's not true. She had one going away party and she didn't even really want to be there for very long. Because she's not fully gone. Like, she was there for like... it was like a semi-retirement. What are you talking about, Charles? The show From? I've never heard of the show From. I don't know what to watch now. Because I finished the season of Big Brother that I was watching from the past. And now I don't know what to watch. You haven't watched it since TR Knight left? That was like 15 years ago. Let's just like, I'm just gonna see if there's like anything here that would be such a good garden party song that we can't not do it, you know what I mean? I feel like Norah Jones is like the ultimate garden party soundtrack. But there's a really specific beginning to that song that I keep meaning to learn and I haven't learned it yet. Let me learn it right now. Why not? Wait, it's already 1:45? Where does the time go? Where exactly does the time go? Okay, I have to mute for 1 second. It is specific, but it's also guitar. A guitar thing. I waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When wish that I could fly away instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. My heart is stretched and wide, but you'll be on my mind forever, and out across the endless sea I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone. My heart is stretched and wide, but you'll be on my mind forever. Well, something has to make you run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. Don't know why I didn't come. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. See, that's just classic and classy. Choke 1020. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Let me see if I can get that beginning part. I'll just solidify it. It's like, no. Anyways, should we do one more? Should we do one more and then call it a night, or should that be it? Should I like let you just end on why buy a mattress anywhere else? Bing. If there's anybody who's been lurking around, first of all, love the lurkers. Thank you, lurkers, so much for lurking. I appreciate that. If you've been hanging out and you like the music and you haven't followed yet, this would be a super great time to do so because we're going to be wrapping up soon. I will be back on Saturday with a bit more of an upbeat party vibe. That will start at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Also, don't forget to come and join our Discord server. If you're new here, this is my Discord server. You can come on over, join. Then you'll be updated on my schedule and when I post new videos and when I post VODs. So my VODs we post on YouTube, so I let you know whenever I post those. You'll also, if you want, you can be notified when I go live on my alt account, Altleen. We will be doing some fun things on there. I'm thinking next week, maybe, we might have a little mod, Colleen and the mods, Nintendo Switch time, I think, if I can find a time that works for a number of the mods at once. So make sure you come on over to the Discord. If you want to be notified when I go live on my alternate channel, then you have to go to the welcome and rules channel and make sure you click the emote at the bottom, like go all the way to the bottom. There's a little thing that explains it and you have to pick the right emote so that you will get those notifications. Otherwise you don't, because I don't want to bother you with too many notifications. So if you just, want the notifications when I go live on this channel, then just come on over to the Discord and sign up like normal. Okay? I think we're going to do maybe like Mario Kart, and we could do Mario Party. I don't know. I don't understand how Balfreg functions at odd hours, but I appreciate that he's always here. Yay! Round of applause for Balfreg somehow being here even though it's the middle of the night. Okay, well, let's just wind her down then. Who should we go find? Yeah, I mean, you all can play with me too on Alt-Lean. Once I get it all figured out, then we can like do a thing where you can just join, I guess. That would be fun. Yeah, I think you have to have the game though. Like you have to have the Switch game and you have to have an account on Nintendo, the Nintendo like online account. But also sometimes we can play like other games on there. We could play, what's the one? There was like this Name That Tune game that Danny played on his channel, Human Juke. We could also play, what's the one? It's not Words with Friends, is it? But there's one where you're like making words, like Boggle. Like there's so many different games that are similar where it's like they give you certain letters and you have to see what you can make out of those letters. That particular type of game is called like 8 different things. But okay, which one's Gardic phone? And why do I still not know what the word Gardic even means? And why is it such a weird word? Wordle? No, not Wordle. Wordle's like you're trying to guess the word. And I do love Wordle, but that wouldn't be a very good game, I don't think, to play like as a group because it would be over in like 2 minutes. The game where it's like they give you a bunch of different letters and you see how many different words you can make from it. Garlic phone. Garlic phone. Do 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 do. Garlic scone. Words on stream. Okay, yeah. Fun. We'll try that. Okay. Anyway, we can just do games and stuff over on Alt-Lean. So make sure you do come over and follow my alt channel. We've put it in the chat, but we'll do a shout out right now to my alternate channel, and then you can follow it if you want to. All right, we're gonna see who we can braid today. Boo doo 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 doo. Wish that Thanks for having a garden party with me, by the way. Jackbox with people on voice is pretty hilarious. Yeah, you know which Jackbox game I like a lot is that one. There's one that's kind of like Balderdash, which is fun. And then there's another one that's like you make jokes. Joke Boat, that's what it's called. Joke Boat. Boom, 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 boom. Don't know why. Okay. We've got Mitch Bruzy. Z is on. Man, it is so hilarious scrolling through the music category, and it's just DJ, cat DJing. Lo-fi channel, cat, DJ. Me. You know what? Have we ever rated Dresdy? Let's see how long. I don't know how I've like never become acquainted with Dresdy. It says that they're living in Texas but originally from Canada. That sounds a lot like me, except not with the Texas part. Oh, Oh, and they're singing Everything is Embarrassing by Sky Ferreira, and that's a great song. One time my friend sent me that song and was like, this sounds like you. I thought this was you singing. Let's go over there. This is perfect. I'm glad I was just like randomly searching around. You only stood next to her at Capicabana? Did I? I never met her though, did I? We're doing it, y'all. We're going over there. So copy that raid call. At least that raid call was true today. We should just like have a couple different ones for whether we're doing cozy or like not. I just can't think of a way to say like something that describes what we do on a Saturday night. Anyway. Right. No acoustic today, but just in case. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'll be back on Thursday. Thank you so much to the mods. Thank you so much to everybody who rated. If you're new here, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you sticking it out till the end. You're welcome to come back anytime. You were very lovely. And come back on Saturday and see what I do on a Saturday. It's quite different from this. My desk is on, like, I have one of those sit stand automatic desks, and the keyboard is on another sit stand thing, and I like go up sometimes, and we do a bunch of loops, and sometimes I rap, and then I play this synthesizer over here, and just things get a little wild. I drink some White Claws. I mean, it's crazy. You might as well come check it out. But copy that rate call. If you're subscribed, copy the one with my emotes. If not, copy the one with the orange emotes. We're going to go post them in Dresdy's chat. And I will see you all very soon. Don't forget to come join the Discord. You're the best. Luann, you got anything you want to say? No, she's snoozing. Bye.